Hey there, I'm Sarah A. Chrisman, the author of The Tales of Chetzemoka, and today I'm going to be making Salal berry muffins. This is a 19th century recipe, and these are the muffins that our Chetzemoka friends have when they stay at the Delarue mansion, and these are the ones they have for breakfast. Like all of the foods in my Tales of Chetzemoka series, you can find the recipe at the back of the book. The late 19th century recipe for berry muffins, which appears at the end of A Trip and a Tumble, goes 2 cups flour, 2 level teaspoonfuls baking powder, 1/2 teaspoonful salt, 1/4 cup sugar, 2 tablespoonfuls butter, 1 cup milk, scant, 1 cup berries. Mix and sift the dry ingredients. Work in the butter with the tips of the fingers, add the milk and the berries. Bake in hot buttered gem pans 25 minutes. Salal berries grow wild in the understory of the Pacific Northwest's temperate rainforests. They're native to this region, and they were introduced to Britain by the naturalist David Douglas in 1825. Botanically speaking, salal is a member of the heather family. It has pretty white drop-shaped flowers in the spring, and these turn into very dark blueberries in late summer. Salal berries taste like very sweet, very mealy blueberries. They're not as juicy as blueberries, which makes them less tasty to eat fresh, but they're perfect for baking. In muffins and other quick breads, I actually prefer salal berries because they stay as nice, cohesive little units, and they don't explode inside the muffins like blueberries do. If you happen to own a gem pan, by all means use it, they're great. The biggest difference between a gem pan and a muffin tin is that gem pans are cast iron so they can distribute the heat nice and evenly. Sometimes they have pretty designs, which is nice too. Because cast iron is heavy to ship, though, gem pans tend to be a little expensive, and so far I haven't worked one into my budget yet. I will own one someday, but in the meantime, a muffin tin works just fine for recipes like this one, and if you don't have a gem pan, by all means, use a muffin tin. That's what I do. A hot oven is around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. My oven in particular was made in 1901 when people were switching over from adjectives like warm, medium, hot, very hot to actual numerical figures for measuring the temperature of the oven. So it's got both, which is very handy. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to just how blue these salal berry muffins are, or the salal berries themselves. This is something I really like about salal berries. Blueberries tend to turn sort of a bright red, more sort of a magenta-y color. The salal berries get really blue when you cook them. When they're raw, they're nearly black, but as a cooked baked good, you can't beat this blue, and that's a completely natural color. There's no dye in there or anything. I just love that about the salal berries. So there I have my salal berry muffins. Now you probably noticed that unlike a lot of modern muffin recipes, these didn't have any eggs in them. And that's actually pretty common with a lot of Victorian breakfast breads and sweets that these days would have eggs in them. And it's because chickens lay eggs according to how many hours of daylight they're exposed to a lot of the time. There are exceptions. There are some hardworking hens out there. Mine are pretty lazy. But for the most part, the reason why eggs can be so available all around the year these days is because the chickens are getting artificial light. They're getting electric light. But back in the 19th century, the chickens tended to lay according to how many hours of natural daylight there were. They wouldn't lay as many eggs in the winter as they did in the summer. And so recipe books tended to include recipes for a lot of things like cakes that did have plenty of eggs in them, but they would also include recipes for cookies that didn't have eggs at all, and for certain breakfast breads that didn't have eggs at all. And that was so that you would have options available to you, no matter what time of year it was. And now let's eat. Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a nice thumbs up, and remember to tell your friends about my books. Happy reading. When are you gonna lay an egg for me, huh? I'm looking forward to you laying an egg for me. When are you gonna start? You're a good little chicken in every other way. Yeah. You just need to start laying eggs, okay? I hope it starts soon. Mwah. Say hi to the camera. Say hi.